Okay. Hello, everyone. Let me see. Maybe I should plug this light up. Wait a minute. I may have to start it over. Dang it. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm going to see if I can plug the light up. As you see, we have another picture back here, right? You know, that's my little prayer picture because sometimes you got to do some praying, right? Okay. Anyway, let's get to today's topic, okay? All right. Today's topic is about changing your attitude. Bad hair day, y'all. Whatever. Okay. All right. Let's just say this. This is how we going to go into this. All right. We're going to set up a couple of scenarios for y'all. Right. Okay. So the first one is, it's Monday. You had a good weekend and all that stuff. But now the weekend has come to an end. So it's Monday. It's time to get out there. You go to work and stuff like that, preparing yourself, you know. But you feel like, hey, okay, the weekend gone, and now you got to be back to the hustle and bustle of the day with miserable bosses and co-workers, or perhaps that's not the case for you. Maybe you have good bosses and good co-workers that you really enjoy seeing on Monday. Nevertheless, you still feel a little groggy because you may have overdone it on the weekend and had a little bit too much fun sometimes. So you decide, okay, well, I'm going to stop at my local, store. Maybe just grab me something right quick. I don't know, like a coffee, donuts, cigarette, energy drink, whatever you might need to get you through your day, right? So you go there and you stop to get your little boost or whatever to get your day off to a good start, even though you probably would rather prefer to have an extended weekend and had a day off, you're out there, right? Okay. You get your little stuff, you get up to the register finally, and when you get up there, let's just make sure I'm not missing anything. I might be a little all over the place today, y'all. But you get up there to the register and stuff. On your way to the register, you singing. You trying to put yourself in a good mood. You like, we are the world. We are the children. We are the ones to make a better place. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day. Just you and me. Right? You done put yourself in a good spirit. And that was, but you done put yourself in a good spirit and everything. You humming and singing. Y'all, my makeup always off. But anyway, forget about that. Gotta make my point, right? So you humming and singing, we are the world, you all happy and stuff like that. You done got yourself in the zone so much so that, you feel like you got on the glitter socks, the glove and everything, right? You done changed your morning attitude around to, you know what, it's gonna be a good day and all that good stuff, right? So anyway, you finally get up to the register and, you still in that little happy-go-lucky, make the best of it day mood. So you like, hey, good morning. How you doing, to the cashier you come in contact with, and it's just like, hey, and you like, okay, well, maybe she having a bad day, so, but let me go on with what I gotta say. So you're like, okay, I noticed the sign over there where the coffee's at is saying the coffee is $2. I have a 75% off coupon. Can that be honored today? Ugh, goodness, man. She blowing breath again, like, ugh, let me see it, She like, let me see it. And then when she's saying, let me see it, you handing it over to her. And you feel like it may have been a little tug added on with it. Like she almost could have snatched it out your hand. But you like, okay, you trying to be in that state of mind where, I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt. And maybe that is not what I felt. Maybe I'm all up in my head, right? About the coupon being snatched out your hand, right? Okay, so you might ignore it, you ignore it a little bit and you start curiously just, looking at the display, things that's in the display at the register to see if you might want to grab something else, before it's all over with, right? And then it turns into, is that it? This is what somebody's saying to you, right? You already done held it together, okay, I'll keep my happy-go-lucky. I ain't gonna let nobody steal my joy this morning, right? But now she done based on you a little bit. Is that it? Like you taking too much time, but she was holding and reading the coupon. You just killing time trying to, just graze over what was up at the displayed near the register, right? Okay, then, you in your moment at that moment, like, okay, Lord, don't make me hurt nobody, right? So you in your moment, you try, you try, you know what I'm saying? But your concentration, is immediately abruptly interrupted by somebody saying, "Is that it?" in a nasty voice, right? Okay, in that moment is in time is when you hear the chorus part again real loud, where the man, he's screaming at you like, "There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own life. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me." And you trying, you trying to hold it together, but the song is literally yelling at you, and you trying to make the right choice and do the right thing, but you obviously feel like you're being disrespected, right? Okay, and then no matter how hard you try, at that point you go from the smiling, happy-go-lucky face to the, where you like, okay, be how you want carrot face, right? So all of a sudden now, Michael Jackson's song is gone. That We Are the World stuff is gone, and suddenly you hearing the number one hit song by Crime Mob singing "Knucky If You Buck" in your ear, right? You trying to hold it together though, but at these points is when we must remember, y'all. I'm gonna be all over the place, but at these points is when we must remember in our minds, like, okay, don't let nobody steal your joy. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, you know what I'm saying? And I know it's hurtful feeling because it don't matter if you spending 50 cents, $1.50 or $100. Nobody wants nobody. You haven't done anything to anybody but came in the store. Of course, you in the zone yourself. When you first, you trying to make the best of your day. You don't want to be there, just like she probably don't want to be on her job, right? In the morning or whatever going on. But at the same token, you don't want to display that to someone else, that's innocent because you're having a bad day, right? I should have put I don't know, something. Yeah, I don't know, because you're having a bad day yourself, okay? So, all right, we can put another scenario with that, right? Say if you are in the corporate business, right? And you're ready to make a huge business deal investment, right? You go into a company to meet up to do a huge business deal, make a huge business deal investment, right? Okay, so the first person you come in contact with is going to be the secretary. More than likely, will be the first person that you going to come in contact with. So okay, we're going to do a difference. Like what? If you come in contact, you asking, okay, hi, I'm Mr. Johnson. I'm here to see whoever you're here to see, and you walking up and you saying that to a person that's talking on the phone to their homies and rudely ignoring Mr. Johnson's presence, right? Okay? And then it's just like, don't even acknowledge what he just said to her. Hello, I'm Mr. Johnson. I'm here to see Mr. Brown, right? Haven't even acknowledged it. But say, you can sit over there. So, he like, okay. He leave from where he's at and he go towards the area where there's different types of seating and stuff like that. And he go to sit down in a chair that he felt like was a good chair for him to sit in. And suddenly she yells across don't sit right there. You gotta sit on the other end, because I don't want nobody in my damn face while I'm doing my work or whatever. Just, sometimes you'd be surprised these days how people can be. You gotta remember that, okay, this is the person I have this is the person that's I have that's gonna be representing my company. I don't care if it's the doorman or if it's the secretary or the person who cleans up the lobby. You have to take that in consideration. Who's representing your company, right? Because, the way you present yourself is everything. It could take you to a big place or it could make your business for you really bad, right? Okay, so, alrighty. Now, that was one scenario of that. Now, here's the other end of what it should be. That was the negative side, right? I'm a little messy with this, guys, but bear with me. Okay. Okay. That was the negative side of that, right? So now, okay, let's just say that Mr. Brown came in again, right? And I know this seemed a little elementary because you figure if most of the adults are watching this or whatever, you wouldn't think that some adults are still doing this, but they do, right? You wouldn't believe it. Like, I'm sure I'm not the only one that have walked into businesses or establishments and realized that the person is like, look, if you don't want that job, I will definitely take it and show you how it's supposed to be done, right? I've never had the opportunity. I've always had jobs. Well, I chose to be that way. Where the jobs I had, it had it while I was in situations where I had to be really busy because I didn't like being sit still. I started out at a job like that where I was sitting and I just always was a mover. Like I like to move around. So I never really had a whole lot of benefits to having a job where you just sat and answered phones and stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. And as you get older, you'll realize, hey, that might not be such a bad idea because, you got to start chilling a little bit. Like start, keeping your health a little bit, saving yourself a little bit, right? A little bit, especially if you did hard work and busy work all your life, right? So anyway, back to what I was saying. Okay, so now here's the proper way that it should be done. Okay. Okay, so you'll be like, well, hello, hi there, Mr. Johnson. And I'm not saying that I should have just been flowing with it, but hi, Mr. Johnson. It's a pleasure to see you, right? Please feel free to have a seat anywhere that you may be comfortable to your liking, right? So then he sits down, somewhere, and after he sits down, you're like, okay, can I get you anything while you're waiting? I wouldn't say, but I'm just reading off this paper what I wrote, right? Can I get you anything while you're waiting? We currently have bottled water, coffee, and we also have tea. And he may say, no, thank you, I'm fine, and you let him know. There's also some muffins in the back if you haven't had the opportunity to have your breakfast this morning, right? Feel free, anything you want, is cool. But I wouldn't say it like that, trust me. That's why I always laugh, because people may hear you talk another way, not knowing that, you do know how to talk the right way in the right setting if need be, right? So, nevertheless, and he say, no, I'm fine. I don't need anything. And you say, okay, well, if you can spare just a few moments of your time, Mr. Brown will be out to greet you shortly, right? It would sound better than that if I ain't reading out the paper. I'm reading out the paper, but I can flow with you, okay? But anyway, that's how that would go. And you're thinking like, well, you think to yourself, in that situation, what business would you like to invest in? Would you go invest in a company where somebody's just rude and disrespectful before you can even get to meet the person that you're trying to invest with? Right? I think not. I mean, I don't know what works for different people. Some people like different things, but for me, no. I'm gonna definitely pick option 2, where somebody, actually, you know, did the right way of approaching someone and making them feel comfortable and comfortable with, hey, I will invest. I'll make a decision with this company because I like the way from start to finish, from the doorman, from the cleaning woman in the lobby, whatever. Everyone was just great, right? So, and bringing that up, it puts me in mind of even Chick-fil-A. I really like Chick-fil-A. When I first encountered Chick-fil-A, I was in North Carolina, actually. It hadn't made it to Baltimore. And I'm thinking like, wow, they were just awesome, right? That was customer service, because I take pride in that. Everything I've ever had to do, I had to have good customer service skills, because I interacted with a lot of different people, whether it was therapists, whether it was clients, whether it was, whoever it may have been, people's families when you're doing care for people or anything. You always had to make people feel comfortable. And some of the times, things can get rocky, but you still have to hold your composure and really still hold your composure and hopes for the best outcome of any situation. Because sometimes things can get tough, So you still have to hold yourself together and hold your composure, and you should still be direct. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean you don't say what you mean. We mean what you say. You still be direct, but you have it's the way to do it, right? And that's just the way they go. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I always liked the way they took pride. I thought it was a North Carolina thing, right? But now I see that since Chick-fil-A's have moved to Baltimore, well, whatever. Since Chick-fil-A have moved here, there's a difference now. I see that they take pride in actually training their staff how to interact with the customer, right? And I mean, that's from my experience. I don't know, other people may have went to and had different experiences and stuff like that. With Chick-fil-A, I've never had a bad experience. I've always said the staff greets you with respect and dignity and smiles and are warm and friendly, the ideal of what customer service truly is. Everybody needs jobs, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, customer service is very important. It's how some people start their day off. You're the first face they see. And it can change the tune sometime of somebody's whole day if it's not, reciprocated properly or whatever you want to call it. It really can. Or if you're just one of those people where anything will set you off, it can change your moment, your day, and you can go from get ready to go to work to being in handcuffs or something, right? But anyway, back to what I was saying. I really like the way they do interact and how they train their staff to do proper customer service, And we know everybody needs jobs, but if it's not for you, customer service ain't for you, you might have to find something else to do. Maybe it's best that you do that. Because that's what customer service is all about. It is what it is, If it's too much for you, let somebody enjoy that job that don't mind it, So anyway, because it's like a little pet peeve for me. It really is. Don't get in the field of customer service if you ain't got the customer service bone in your body and you evil as hell, right? Okay. So anyway, it makes you wonder when it comes to the Chick-fil-A line, they always got a line, right? It's always a long line. Is this it make you wonder if it's due to their food or is it due to the service, right? Who knows? But I like their service, okay? I'm not saying who got the best food, who don't, but I really enjoy their service, okay? So it's like at the end of the day, take the sting out, y'all. Try to take the sting out. I know everybody have a bad day, but take the sting out and be that beautiful butterfly that you were meant to be, right? Take that sting out. Don't be no raggedy wasp going around stinging everybody to get close to you all the time, right? Just stinging and stinging. Do you know that butterflies actually can survive the winter? I always wonder, well, what happened to butterflies when it get cold, But they can actually survive the winter and hide in crevices and logs to survive the winter. Where most wasps, in most cases, they die off during the winter. We got the queen and all that, but most wasps die off over the winter, right? It's like in some way, maybe that's their own karma. Going around stinging everybody, just stinging. And they're not like a bee. A bee can sting you and then they fall off, the stinger fall off and they die, whatever. But when it comes to a wasp, they can just keep stinging you. They can keep stinging you. So don't be that raggedy wasp, y'all. Don't be the raggedy wasp. Be the beautiful butterfly that you're meant to be. That don't mean you gotta be all, nicey-dicey in every situation. Sometimes, some situations cause for you to be stern and firm. You know what I'm saying? It's still some way to do that with kindness. Unless someone leaves you absolutely no choice to hear that song in your ear and take it to another level, right? Not give you buck, right? So anyway, at the end of the day, that's with anything. Don't do business. And I'm all over the place with this one. I'm trying to get y'all another one up. But don't do business with folks who have already showed you in their approach who they are. It's the same thing that has been said for years. Like, people, it's first impressions can last a lifetime. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, don't do business for folks. They already showing you. You can have somebody walk up to you on the street and be like, "Hey, shorty, what's up?" All this stuff like that. Now, if that's your type of thing and that's your type of dude, then that might turn you on a little bit. You might like that. To each his own, float your own boat. You like it, I love it, all that, right? But if you really looking for, you looking at the approach of people and how they come at you and stuff like that, um, make sure they coming at you right before you make a decision to do business with anybody, right? So this one was a little all over the place. I thank y'all for bearing with me, and I hope y'all got the message and the point that I'm trying to make here, okay? So be those beautiful butterflies, baby. Don't take this thing out. Don't be sitting behind the register and counter just, nasty. It's people, you can encounter co-workers on your job that's like that, business people, whatever. And throughout your day, you can go different places, and you're like, what is wrong? Everybody angry around here? But when they be like that, just, don't let them change the way your day is going, okay? Don't let them make adjustments to your day. And look, sometimes, see my little sign, I told y'all gonna get all these pictures, right? But see that? Sometimes you just gotta sit back and be like, I pray for folks, right? I pray for you while you walking out the door. Because I'm telling you, it make you not want to ever go to that store again not because it's like, oh, somebody changing what you do. You ain't going to change what I do. No, because you might find yourself in a situation, that ain't never worth it. It wasn't worth it. It's from the beginning. Let people keep their ways to themselves. That's not your problem. Okay? Anyway, that's it for this one. Love you guys. And like I said, the title was Changing Your Attitude. That's with anything in life. Change your attitude. Take the best approach that you can, right? Take the best approach you can to any situation, right? Start there first. And then, if it gets too much for you, you call the homies, right? I don't know. But I love you guys and have a blessed evening. Have a blessed evening until I get back to y'all because I'm trying to throw something else out there tonight. Okay? Love y'all. Have a good night. Bye-bye.